Hi everybody, my name is Danielle Nicole and welcome to Monetary Makeup. Today we are testing out a brand new product from a relatively new brand sold at Sephora, which is called Caliray Beauty. So these are called the Just Add Glow Boosting Drops. Now this is marketed as a clean face and body bronzing oil. Now if you have a fair to light cool undertone just like myself, then you probably struggle to find bronzing drops or any bronzing products that don't turn orange. So if you're excited to get started and enjoy the video while you're watching, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and let's get started right now. So first let's go over a couple of quick details about this new Caliray Glow Boosting Drops. So this is a product intended for both the face and body, and it is an actual bronzing oil, so it doesn't tint the skin permanently like a lot of self-tanners do. It's simply meant to be used as a mix-in. So hopefully I'll get that bronze glow, but we'll see. And this product retails for $34 US, and you get 1 fluid ounce. Now the first thing that I'm noticing just as I'm shaking the product up, I haven't even opened it up yet, but there is definitely a scent. It smells kind of tropical. So when you open the product up, it does come in a dropper formula, which is going to be really convenient for mixing it in with foundations or skin tints. Oh yeah, it definitely has a coconut tropical scent to it. All right, so I'm going to attempt to do a swatch for you guys. Keep in mind it is an oil, a bronzing oil at that. So it's definitely going to be running down my hand. So this is what the product looks like. So let me just rub this out a little bit so you can see it blended out. Yeah, I cannot get over that scent. It definitely smells good, but it's a pretty strong coconut tropical fragrance. Now, as far as the texture goes, just feeling whatever dripped into my hand here, it definitely does feel like an oil. However, it doesn't feel like a super greasy oil, if that makes sense. It definitely did sink into the skin very nicely. And as far as what the bronzing effect looks like on the skin, it does appear to have a very natural bronze glow. I was a little worried my hand was going to be completely orange or completely brown, but no, it looks pretty natural swatched out. Now, I do want to point out, I do not use any sort of self-tanner whatsoever, so that's part of the reason I am so excited to test this product out, because it's not going to stain my skin. Now, the only thing I have on my skin so far is my skincare and SPF, of course. So first, I just want to add a little bit of this product to the skin as a primer, just to see what it looks like on the skin with nothing else. So this is going to be a little bit messy, but let's see how it goes. So I'm just going to put 3 drops in my hand. So not a ton of product, just a little bit. And just kind of press it on the high points. I do have oily, dehydrated, acne-prone skin, so don't want to use too much product right off the bat. I'm going to go in with a little bit more just because those 3 drops really wasn't that much product, so I just added 4 more drops. So that's what it looks like on the hand. Ooh, super messy. Can you see it dripping down my hand? So I'm just kind of tapping it on. You know, it almost feels like a dry oil because it's not super greasy. I was kind of expecting that really emollient, oily, slicky, greasy feeling, but it doesn't really feel like that. Now, just taking a look at my skin, I'm not really noticing too much of the bronzing effect. I would definitely say my skin does look a little bit more radiant and glowy, but not really seeing too much of the bronzing effect. But what are you guys seeing? Yeah, it doesn't look super greasy as a primer either, which is definitely something I was worried about since it is marketed as an oil, but I don't think it looks super greasy or oily. All right, it is time to shake, 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 as it says on the bottle. So next, let's go in with foundation and use this as a mix-in. So for foundation, I wanted to go in with something that was a little bit more runny in consistency to kind of match how the Caliray bronzing drops are. So today I'm going to go in with the Tarte Hydro Flex C foundation, and the shade I use is 12B. All right, so it is going to be experiment time. So I'm going to put a few drops of this foundation on the palette. Can you guys hear the birds chirping? That is one of my favorite parts of summer, is just hearing all the animals outside. So sorry if you can hear them. I think they want to be on camera or something. All right, next I'm going to add a full dropper, or at least a couple of drops of the Caliray. So let's see. Oh, it is dripping. Okay, so I have to be a little bit careful. All right, so it just dripped all over, so be careful if you are using this at home. I would say that was probably 4 drops, so not a ton. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more. Hopefully you can tell it doesn't really have too much bronze to it. I have to do this a little bit closer to me, you guys. I'm sorry, but it is quite messy. A little bit of mixing on the palette here. All right, I wish I could hold this product straight up, but it is going to run right off the palette. But it definitely does have a little bit of a bronze effect now that the bronzer drops are mixed in. So I have a damp sponge, so let's get blending. I just wanted to try a damp sponge just to get started. Now I personally love the smell. I love anything tropical scented. It reminds me of taking a vacation or being on the beach. All right, so this is running all across my palette, so I'm going to have to blend this a little bit quickly. That way the product doesn't go all over my table. And I do have a little bit of dehydration around my nose and mouth area. So this doesn't appear to be emphasizing any of those dry patches. In fact, I think it's helping that more than anything. You know, the nice thing I'd say about this product so far is that I don't feel like it's adding too much of a bronze effect. You know, as someone with a fair to light cool complexion, a lot of bronzing drops just are too much for my fair complexion and cool complexion at that. But I don't feel like this is too much. I don't know, can you guys even see a bronzing effect? I'm not really noticing too much of that. I would say my skin does look a little bit radiant and healthy, but I'm not really seeing much of that Tans Bronze effect. So I just went to screw the cap on and take a look. This is a very, very messy product. I wanted to go in with a little bit more. So just be careful. If I would have shaken this up and not noticed, it would have went everywhere. So I just added 1 full drop to my palette with whatever foundation was left because I want to see if I can really get that bronze effect or if this product is simply going to be more of a glowy primer. So there's definitely a lot more of the bronzer drops in this go around. So let's just add a little bit more. I can't believe the mess I have on my table right now, you guys. There are bronzing drops literally all over. All right, I just zoomed you guys in really close. That way you can see what my skin is looking like. So second time around, I added a full dropper to whatever foundation was left on the palette. So I feel like I went in with a pretty decent amount. So I do feel like it bronzed the skin ever so slightly. This is a very, very natural product. So if you're looking to kind of emulate a self-tanner with these drops, this is not giving me that effect. Now, the other thing I noticed is usually I get a light or light medium finish using this Tarte Hydro Flex, but using it as a mix-in with the oil, I definitely did not get a medium finish. I would say it's on the light coverage. It's definitely not sheer, but I would say it's more on the light coverage side. Next, I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup and meet you back here in a couple of hours for my final thoughts and the wear test. There is this fly buzzing around and it is driving me nuts. I've tried to get him like 15 times. So if you hear a little buzzing around, that is why. Oh my gosh, can you guys see all that pollen outside? Probably not going to catch it on camera, but my allergies are so bad right now. It's crazy. Anyways, it has been about 4.5 hours since I last checked in with you, and it is time for my final thoughts. So before I get into my thoughts about these Caliray drops, let me first bring you in. That way you can see what my skin is looking like in natural daylight. Now, I don't have anything on the complexion whatsoever. The only thing I added was a little bit of bronzer in the crease, mascara. That is literally it. I kept it so simple today. No blush, highlighter, no powder. So let me first start with how I feel my skin is looking. I feel like my skin has a very natural, healthy glow. Now, I have oily, dehydrated skin, so usually after about 2 or 3 hours, I typically start to get pretty oily by that point. Now, just taking a look in the monitor here, I don't feel like my skin looks overly oily, which I'm pretty surprised because these drops are actually an oil. So I was expecting to look like an oil slick by this time, but no, I don't feel like I do. So as far as my skin having a natural healthy glow without being too oily or too greasy, I don't know, you guys are gonna have to let me know what you think, but I feel like my skin looks pretty darn good using those drops as a mix-in. Now, I do have a couple of thoughts about this product. So first off, this is a very messy oil. I am so thankful I noticed before I went to shake this product up that it was dripping down the cap. So next time I use it, I'm definitely going to take a paper towel, just kind of wipe it off before I close the cap. Now, aside from these drops being super messy, do I like the overall look of the skin? I actually love how my skin looks. However, this has a very, very slight bronzing effect to the skin. Now, I did not add any product down my neck, so hopefully you can see, I don't feel like there is really any shade discrepancy. You guys are gonna have to let me know what you are seeing, but I don't feel like these drops do a great job at bronzing. So here's my thoughts. Even though I don't feel like these drops do a great job at bronzing the skin, they do on my skin. So I'm going to be a little bit selfish here. As someone who has a fair to light cool undertone, it is so difficult to find bronzing products that are not too dramatic. So if you have a fair to light complexion, possibly even a cool complexion, I feel like these drops do an amazing job. Now, if you're just looking for a product that gives an overall youthful glow to the skin, then I feel like any skin type would really enjoy these drops. But if you have anything above a light skin tone and you are looking for a product to really warm up, really bronze up the skin, then this is probably not going to be the product for you. So I'm kind of torn to recommend this product because would I repurchase this product again? Yes, I can already tell you I would definitely repurchase this product, especially as a mix-in for the summer. I just love how my skin looks. I didn't add any blush, any highlighter, any powder, and I feel like the way this product made my skin look, it just looks great in my opinion. Now, the caveat to that is if you have anything deeper than a light skin tone and you're really looking for a product to bronze up the skin, add instant warmth, this product doesn't do an amazing job at that. It does on my fair to light skin tone, but I couldn't say the same for anything deeper than a light skin tone. Now, considering this is the first product from Caliray Beauty that I have tried, I am really impressed and I really love this product quite a bit. So I am so excited to keep playing around and testing this product out, but now I want to hear from all of you guys down below. Have you tried out anything from Caliray Beauty? Have you picked up these bronzing drops? Have you tried them out? Is this a total pass for you? Let me know all of your thoughts down below. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye, guys.